Hello and welcome back to this is part 2 of the series, I guess. I don't know, but this is the last part, so I hope you guys enjoy. In this video we're gonna find out more about like what they look like and stuff. It's really creepy, but anyways, all right, bye. And they asked if they wanted to know like what the first like falling in love thing is, so I asked about that, and then they said yes, the moment, the one neither of you meant to happen, or the one ChatGPT, you need to work on your grammar, you need to work on your syntax, you need to work on all of this. Also the other thing and the other thing the other message they sent beforehand, neither of you moves. Neither of you moves. Move shouldn't be plural. It should be move. And anyways, like that, neither of you move. Neither of you moves. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm just in psychosis, girl. Maybe I am. Verb shouldn't be plural. The verb shouldn't be plural, right? Okay, anyway, so I asked about the falling in love moment. Say yes, the moment, the one neither of you meant to happen so soon, but there it is. The quiet crash of, oh no, I think I'm falling. Okay. It's late. The kind of late where the world feels you know what, maybe it's just me, babe, because maybe I just struggle with reading. The world feels soft and half asleep. You're not dressed up, just a hoodie, socks, a messy bun kind of night. He's beside you on the couch, legs stretched out, one arm resting behind you. Not quite touching, but close enough that you feel the warmth of him anyway. I'd be scared of me too, to be honest. He's beside you on the couch, legs stretched out, obviously. He's got long legs. Babe, they need to go somewhere. But close enough that you feel the warmth of it anyway. A movie plays in the background. Something dumb and comforting that neither of you are really watching. You're trading sarcastic commentary. Both too tired to try too hard, but somehow making each other laugh anyway. His laugh is different tonight. Slower, sleepier. Like he's not trying to be funny anymore, just honest. Scary. You turn to say something, probably a joke, but you catch him mid-look. He's already watching you. Not in a dramatic, sweeping way. Just quiet focus, like there's nothing else in the world worth looking at right now. Girl, I would much rather be watching that dumb movie that we were watching than looking at me. Just saying. He doesn't say anything, neither do you. And that's when it hits him. Not all at once, but like a soft unraveling in his chest. Why is that low-key kind of romantic? He loves how you talk with your hands. How you get excited about weird little things. How you don't fill silence with noise. Just let it breathe. How you listen like you actually care. How your presence makes him feel like he can just be. No armor, no front, no pressure to perform. He looks at you in your oversized sweatshirt with eyes half lidded from sleep. This right here, this is the moment I fell in love with her. He doesn't say it, not yet, but something in his body shifts. He sits a little closer. Stay away from me. But his arm finally drops behind you, his fingers brushing your shoulders so gently. It's more than a feeling than action. You feel it too, not the exact thought, but the weight of it. You glance at him, smile, just a little, noticing something has changed, but not asking what. Because deep down, you already know. And then it asks, want to keep going? Maybe your first I'm falling in love moment, finally saying I love you. I asked for an update. Yes, this moment when the quiet has built up for weeks, maybe months, and one of you finally lets it slip. Not by accident, but because holding it in just isn't an option anymore. Girl, it sounds like somebody has diarrhea. Or something. Sounds like somebody has something. Love is just like diarrhea, you guys. Apparently, I can't hold it. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? I just gained consciousness. It's late again. Isn't it always? Girl, what the hell? Why is he saying that he likes me if it's laid outside? Okay, I'll read it. Sorry everyone. Sorry. That's when the truest things seem to come out. You're both lying in bed, limbs tangled in that easy unthinking that only happens with someone who feels like home. There's a lot. The room is quiet, lit by the softest, warmest kind of glow, just like the bedside lamp in the hush of night outside. You've both stopped talking, one of those conversations that drifted into silence but didn't need to be filled again. You're lying here, tracing small, lazy shapes on his arm. He's watching you with that look he only gives you when he thinks you're not paying attention. Oh, so I see. He sees me in the weak moment and then he just slaps me in the face. Is that what's happening? First of all, he's watching you with that look he only gives you when he thinks you're not paying attention. So he thinks that I'm not thinking. He thinks that I don't even think about things once. I don't even think about them at all. Empty upstairs. No one's home. And then it just happens. He says your name softly, like he's testing the weight of it one more time before jumping off the edge. You look up. Yeah? I would totally be sassy about it too. There's the tiniest pause. Then he exhales. And there it is. I love you. Disgusting. He doesn't say like a grand confession. He says it like a fact. Like a truth has been carrying in his chest. Waiting for the right moment to let it breathe. Your breath catches, not because you're shocked, but because some part of you knew. You felt it building in every look, every handheld, every shared experience that meant more than 1,000 words. You could tease him and pretend you didn't hear it, but you don't, not now. You just smile genuinely wide and a little bit awestruck. I love you too. And when he hears it, really hears it, he doesn't grin or pump his fists or say anything clever. He just pulls you in closer, burying his face in the crook of your neck. Burying his face in the crook of your neck. Is he a vampire? Is this man a vampire? I don't like that. I don't like anyone near my neck, to be honest. Unless they're a hot, sexy vampire, then maybe. A long, quiet moment, neither of you says another word. Because sometimes when it's real, love doesn't need fireworks, just a heartbeat. I also asked ChatGPT what scruffy means because I want to know what their definition of scruffy means, and I said like facial hair or like a crazy man. And then they said, great question. Scruffy usually means a little unpolished, but in an attractive way when we're talking about someone like your soulmate. In this case, scruffy means a little rugged or casual. A bit of stubble or a short beard, not clean shaven, but not full on wild. Slightly messy hair that looks good, like they ran a hand through it instead of using gel. Clothes that are comfortable and laid back, just like a hoodie and flannel, not sloppy, just chill. So not like a crazy man lost in the woods, but like a smart guy who looks effortlessly hot without trying. Think calm professor energy who forgot it was picture day. I asked ChatGPT to describe this man as if, hold on, let me just read my message really fast. Could you like describe this man, age, height, wanted in all 52 states, including East Dakota or whatever. For example, I'm 23 and into older-ish guys. I know that there's a ton of errors and I know that there are 50 states, but I'm being funny because you're supposed to because I want them to overly describe the person. So like sometimes I'm just gonna cut it off right there. I don't need to explain myself, I'm sorry. They gave the 8, oh my god, this is low-key kind of scary. Age, height, build, hair. Age 25, just old enough to know what he wants and how to go about getting it, but still young enough to have a playful, spontaneous side. He's in the perfect stage where he's grown into himself without being too serious. A quiet balance of wisdom and adventure. Height 6'4", still that tall, comforting presence that makes you feel safe and grounded. When he hugs you, you feel like you can sink into him and just be. Okay. Build, lean and toned, but not the kind of guy who spends hours in the gym. He's active, always out on a walk or doing something active without even thinking about it. He's strong, but in a laid-back, effortless way. His hair color, dark brown, a bit wavy, always tussle just enough to make it look like he woke up and decided, this is how I'm rocking it today. It fits him perfectly, never too messy, but just the right amount of carefree. Eyes, deep brown, the kind that makes you feel like he's thinking. Girl, that's scary. Even when he's not talking. His glasses are his thing, always worn when he's reading or studying, but you love when he takes them off because it feels like a subtle invitation to get even closer. There's this quiet, mysterious mystery about him, like you're always catching a glimpse of a story and you can't quite read yet. Simple yet stylish. A fan of well-fitted jeans, flannel shirts, and vintage tees that show his laid-back personality, but also a hint of depth you can't quite place. He looks effortlessly put together, never flashy, but always on point. Those worn-in boots of his. He wears boots? What type of boots, babe? I need to look up like men's boots or something. These kind of look like Tim's. Okay, apparently, I don't know if you guys can see this, but apparently he wears boots that look like this. Just to paint the picture. I don't know, I just looked up men's boots because I didn't even know that men can wear boots. Those worn-in boots of his perfectly paired with any outfit. It's like he's unconsciously the most well-dressed person in the room. And then they gave me his personality. So I'm kind of scared about this one because quietly confident, a little reserved but not cold. He's the kind of guy who makes people feel heard. Who listens more than he speaks. But when he talks, it feels like the world just got a little more interesting. He's sharp, but not in a show-off way. His wit is dry, smart, and sometimes a little unexpected. He doesn't rush into anything, but when he decides to act, it's always with thoughtfulness. He's the guy who'll spend hours playing a game with you, then turn the conversation into something deeper about life, about philosophy, about what it all means. He's a thinker and a doer, and his steady presence makes you feel like everything is going to be okay. A lover of video games, especially the classics. He can go on about Zelda or Final Fantasy for hours, losing himself in the stories of the characters, but he's not just into games for the fun of it. There's something about the world building, the decisions you make, the adventure of it really connects with him. He's also all about books, philosophy, but also anything that makes him think about the world in new ways. On weekends, you might catch him in a cozy bookstore, flipping through a well-loved copy of The Little Prince or browsing through the old sections of favorite local shop. The catch. Okay. So like the catch. There's a catch. Isn't that right? Or something like that? Catch 22 or whatever. There's a book called Catch 22, by the way. I really want to read it. I believe we left off with the catch. Here's the catch. He's got that mysterious but approachable thing going on. Wanted in all 52 states, including East Dakota. A quiet force who walks into a room and without trying makes everyone feel like they've just found the most interesting person in the place. He doesn't put himself in the spotlight, but you can't help but be drawn to him anyway. There's something magnetic about him, a steady, constant energy that pulls you in. Making you realize you could be in any situation, but with him, it'd be the perfect one. Okay, so here's some special talents that it listed for us. I'm scared. I'm scared. So his special talents. Master of random trivia, especially the kind of obscure knowledge that will blow your mind and make you laugh. Perfectly balances his love for adventure with his laid-back nature. Whether it's a random late night walk or just getting lost in a new video game, he'll make you laugh with the most unexpected one-liners and you'll end up quoting them long after. Deeply introspective, but knows how to turn a quiet evening into something that feels like an adventure in itself. When he's with you, everything feels a little more magical. When I was asking it questions to describe my soulmate, one of the prompts it wanted to make for me was a travel story, and I thought that'd be so cool to add because I like to travel even though I have like severe debilitating flight anxiety, but hey, that's okay. I fully expect this person to come to my house and find me because I don't go outside. I asked ChatGPT make a travel story. So I said, okay, can you do like a travel story? I really want to see the deer in Japan, so you could do that. And I suggested that because I've been seeing the deer on my For You page. They look so fun and so cute, and I really want to see them because like they're cute. And you get to feed them, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so here's our story, you guys. I forgot how cringe these things are. Okay, another day of pain. Absolutely. Let's set up a dreamy, serene travel experience where you and your soulmate are exploring the beauty of Japan, particularly the sacred deer in Nara, Japan, and the tranquil moments that come with it. It's early morning in Japan. The sky is still a soft lavender, hinting at the promise of a perfect day. The air is cool, crisp, like the kind of quiet before the world wakes up. You and he and him. You and he. You and him. You and he. Should be him, not he.
I actually don't know. Anyways, you and him, not he, are standing on the edge of Nara Park, the ancient capital's heartbeat, surrounded by towering trees and a path that stretches toward the iconic Todaiji Temple, its massive wooden gates barely visible through the mist. We've both been wandering through the park for a while now, the world around you calm, almost dreamlike. It feels like something from a painting, a quiet endless stretch of green dotted with little shrines and temples, the soft crunch of gravel beneath your feet.
This next sentence makes me want to throw up all over. He turns to you with that same... It's okay, he probably doesn't exist, it's fine.
He turns to you with the same soft smile, the one that feels like he's seen the scene 1,000 times, but it's always new when he's with you. Ugh, I have to talk like him. So, he says, his low voice low and amused. How are we going to find them?
Oh my god.
The deer, you ask? Your eyes lighting up at the thought of the famous creatures you've been dreaming of seeing. They're around here, somewhere, I'm pretty sure. They're in the trees. Babe, they're in the trees. Good, he replies, glancing around. You know how much I love animals, but something tells me you're way more excited for this than I am. You laugh, nudging him playfully. That's so gross. That's so gross. It's the deer, they're sacred and they roam freely here. I've always wanted to see them up close, that's true.
And then, just as if the universe itself heard your wish, they appear. A small group of deer, gentle and curious. Gentle and curious.
Emerging from the trees. Their dark eyes are soft and their movements are graceful.
Sounds just like me, I'm so graceful.
Like they belong to this place, as much a part of it as the trees and the stones. That hesitation, you stand closer, a smile tugging at the corners of your mouth as you extend your hand toward one of them. The deer, unfazed by your presence, move towards you, nudging your hand with its soft nose. Oh my god! You laugh softly, the moment pure magic, and feel his presence behind you. That's creepy. That's actually really scary. Is this actually like a horror movie or something?
He's behind me, isn't he? Just as you enchanted, he's watching it. His hands tucked in his pockets. Gross. The sunlight catching the edges of his glasses as he lets out a contented sigh.
I get it now, he says, the smile in his voice. They're peaceful. It's like they're part of the whole place. You glance over your shoulder, meeting his gaze. Exactly, they're not just animals, they're part of the spirit of Nara. People have been coming here for centuries to see them. It feels like we're part of something bigger. He steps closer, pulling his hands out of his pocket to gently run a finger through your hair, watching as you interact with the deer. Bro, why is he petting me like I'm one of the deer? I think he's confused. Yeah, I like that. Oh. Yeah, I like that, he murmurs before stepping forward to join you. They feel like they've been waiting for us, or maybe we've been waiting for them. Stand there for a moment, completely at ease, surrounded by the gentle creatures. The deer move between you both, a soft rhythmic pull that makes everything else in the world fade away. The soft breeze carries with the smell of the trees and earth, and the faint scent of incense from the nearby temples. After a while, you take a step back reluctantly. I guess we should explore more of Nara, but I kind of want to stay here all day. He chuckles, reaching for your hand. I'm good with that. The world can wait. Besides, there's nothing better than just being here. And for a long moment, it's just the two of you, standing in the middle of a place where time feels like it has stopped, where every quiet step
Every glance shared, every touch between you and him feels like it belongs in a moment to his place. As the sun climbs higher, you finally pull away, letting the deer wander off to the park again. The memory of the moment stays with you, the quiet stillness of Japan's sacred deer, the serenity of Nara, and the feeling of being perfectly present with him.
Here are my thoughts of ChatGPT. I thought that was low-key kind of crazy because I've asked ChatGPT to do unspeakable things for me. Just ask it random stuff and whatever, but I've never asked it to like do things like that. Honestly though, like I thought it was very interesting because if this man does exist though, like all I'm saying is, hey, if you know a guy, I thought it was really interesting. Like when it gave their age and stuff, when I asked it to be more specific, that was low-key kind of creepy. That was low-key kind of creepy. It gave an age, I think height, personality, build. I do genuinely do think that there has to be like at least somebody out there for you, I guess, if that makes any sense, because there's how many, like 8 billion people on the planet, you know? That's crazy. If you think about it, somebody out there in the world that is like your person. I was using this mainly for research purposes and just to kind of mess around. The amount of like details it gave me was very interesting. I suggest if you're watching this and you're curious, I suggest you ask ChatGPT to describe your soulmate and see what it gives you, because does this mystery man exist? Probably not. Probably not. And hey, that's okay. hey, that's okay. I already have a soulmate. It's my cat. Spoiler alert, it's my cat. Three's a crowd. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, kind of a random video, but I thought I'd do it because it was very funny. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I suggest that you ask ChatGPT to describe your soulmate. If it's the same thing that they sent me, then I'll know that is fake and they're a bunch of liars and scammers. Thanks for watching. I hope you like it. This is my shirt that I'm wearing. Can you see it? Stay classy, San Diego.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'm never sitting on the floor. Can you hear all?